Thank you, Edie. We'll see you then. Some new polling numbers into Fox Now from the early primary state of New Hampshire. So important, too. A Marist Institute poll out yesterday on the Republican field shows that Mitt Romney is holding on to this tight lead ahead of the national frontrunner Rudy Giuliani, 26-20. Not far behind John McCain at 17%. That survey conducted a bit earlier in the month with less than 3 months to go before the primary in the Granite State. That takes us to now with the race that tight. You can bet we'll be seeing more elbows in the coming weeks. Arizona Senator John McCain, some harsh words toward Mitt Romney, calling into question Romney's Republican credentials in a significant way. Our radio talk show host Tammy Bruce is with us today, and Mark Williams too on the phone. Tammy, good morning.
Great. Hi, guys.
Mark, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Good morning.
Good morning to you. On the screen, this is part of what McCain said, referring to Mitt Romney. He says, you might not agree with me on every issue, but I hope you know I'm not going to con you. The most important thing we have in this life is our self-respect, and I'm not going to trade mine for anyone's vote or for any office. That's Straight Talk Express, isn't it, Tammy?
It is whining. He's a hypocrite. I mean, he's a whiner. He's a hypocrite. The fact of the matter is he's an amnesty Republican. He was having, it seems like a narcissistic Sally Field moment of I like myself. I really, really like myself.
So you say he was whining about all this?
Well, you know, the truth of the matter is this is the man who told a bunch of construction workers about the amnesty bill that we needed an illegal alien slave class because Americans wouldn't pick lettuce for $50 an hour. So he may have respect for himself, but he certainly does not have respect for the American people.
Mark, what do you make of this? Straight talk?
I think that John McCain is saying something that the Republicans need to pay attention to. We have an entire party that is running pell-mell from principle as fast as it can. I live in California. Our Republican governor just signed legislation making school bathrooms and locker rooms co-ed, for God's sakes. We need men and women who stand for something, and then we can take or leave them on that basis. Sure, I've got problems with John McCain, but I know who he is, what he stands for, and he's not being some mealy-mouthed chameleon trying to sound like all things to all people.
Well, Tammy's calling him a whiner.
A whiner because he's saying I believe in something? If that's a whiner, keep whining.
Here's what Romney came back and said. This is Kevin Madden, spokesperson for Mitt Romney. He says on the screen, put it up there, angry attacks from flailing campaigns will not stop Governor Romney from moving forward with his optimistic agenda designed to bring sorely needed change to Washington. Tammy, I think you kind of think that McCain's getting desperate.
Well, obviously he is. His campaign has failed. His staff essentially has left him. He has no money. If he had any real self-respect, he would drop out of this race and he would retire from politics. Now, the difference also, and I got to tell Mark, yeah, we do know who John McCain is, and nobody likes it. And that's one of the big differences. And he's been part of the problem. He's been part of the problem in Washington for decades.
If the McCain campaign is flailing about, then why is Romney responding at all? When's the last time you, as a top-rated talk show host, responded to some guy in a 1,000-watt daytimer in the desert?
It's because establishment media is carrying John McCain's remarks because they want to see the Republican Party fail. We clearly, I mean, John McCain, this is the amusing thing about the debates. John McCain talks about how people have no faith in Washington. It's because of men like him. And
he's the only one who's standing up and saying, this is what I believe, take it or leave it.
Yeah, and we're going to leave it, and we're leaving it, and stop wasting our time.
And we're almost going to leave it there. Mark, you get the last word. Go ahead, Mark.
The man has a spine. He says what he believes. We take it or leave it. They should all do that. And when one comes along that the majority of us agree with, we'll vote for him.
Mark, thank
that
you.
would be
Tammy
Giuliani,
Bruce,
by the way.
thanks. I got to run, guys. To be continued, huh? The elbows are getting sharp out there.